Welcome to Game of Roses. I'm Chad Colchin, and right now I'm going to be covering the ongoing story about Tyler Francis, his three children, and their mother, which we started to cover last week when their mother, Bri Thomas, posted 3 slides to her main grid, essentially exposing the fact that Tyler had been lying about where he spent Christmas 2022. He said in the show in Love is Blind Season 7 that, of course, he spent it alone, and that was not true. Bri provided proof of that, videos and images of Tyler spending that Christmas with her and her children, essentially implying that he has far more to do in their lives than he is leading us to believe in Love is Blind Season 7, certainly than he is leading Ashley to believe, who he is, at least as of the airing of what would have been the 9th episode of the show last week. He is still engaged to Ashley on that show. Who knows how that's going to wind up? It's also important to note this season of Love is Blind was shot almost a year ago. So whatever has happened in the interim, we don't know. We're going to have to wait until the end of the season airs, obviously. But there have been some developments in this story. We're going to cover them now. So these all have to do with Bri Thomas, the mother of Tyler Francis's children. As we reported last week, she posted 3 slides to her, or 3 posts to her main grid on Instagram that included videos and images of Tyler with their children celebrating Christmas and essentially playing a more important role in their lives than he was leading Ashley to believe, or leading any of us, frankly, to believe as we are watching this season of Love is Blind. So if we go to Bri Thomas's main grid, we now see those posts are gone. You can go back and see them in our coverage from last week if you're curious, but those 3 posts have been deleted or at least archived. We cannot see them. So something has gone on there. We don't know what exactly to make Bri feel like that needs to be taken down. But that is not where the story ends. If we go into Bri's stories here on Instagram, you're going to see this first slide. It's all text, and this is a direct statement to Tyler Francis. I'm going to read this, and we're going to break it down. Bri says, "All I will say is everything being said about me and my children better be cleared up by Tyler, all caps, or all caps. I will expose everything." So the implication here, obviously, is there's a lot more to the story that none of us know. I don't know what this references directly. I don't think anyone does, except probably her and Tyler and maybe the producers of Love is Blind. What that everything could be alluding to, I'm not exactly sure. But it, again, definitely points to the fact that this story is much deeper than we are aware. She says, "As I've stated previously, I am trying really hard to not say anything because at the end of every single day, I have to be strong for my children, but I will not allow my name to continuously be dragged through the mud like this. I did not ask for this. And the kids and I definitely do not deserve any of it. Please do not make me take it there, Tyler." This is a threat, essentially, to Tyler to expose whatever the truth of this situation may be. And she goes on to say, "There's absolutely nothing I am not willing to expose." So to my knowledge, Tyler has not responded to this. I looked at his Instagram, and it's essentially just a bunch of promotion, some behind-the-scenes footage and stuff from the current season that's airing. He's doing his best, I guess, to get viewership up. As I'm covering this on Tuesday, October 15th, tonight at midnight, West Coast time. The next 2 episodes of this season drop. I assume we will get no more real information about it because you're thinking about Tyler, first of all. What would he have said on camera almost a year ago as they were shooting? And then you also have to think about what are the producers willing to cut into that episode to fit whatever narrative they're trying to tell. Now, I strongly doubt there would be any recutting of those episodes going on based on this information coming out. Even if they wanted to give him a stronger villain edit, it might be difficult to do at this late stage of the game, as all of these episodes have to be handed over to Netflix so that they can program them to come out when they come out. But certainly, at least from what we're reading here, it seems like there is a lot more to the story, and it doesn't end here. There is another slide. If we go to her next slide in her Instagram story, again, all text, and it reads, "And please save all your false promises of clearing everything up." I'm not exactly sure what those promises are. Again, I've been through his Instagram. I personally didn't see anything that alluded to the fact he was going to, come clean and say anything else about this. Bri goes on to say, "If I do not see actions, I will assume this is where you want this to go, and I promise you I will take it there. I am tired." So I'm not sure what Bri is expecting here. If she's expecting some kind of public statement from Tyler in his social media, that's what it seems like to me. Obviously, he can't do anything in the next 2 episodes that are going to air tonight at midnight. Those were shot almost a year ago. They've already been edited. They're gonna be aired. Maybe he could say something at the finale. That's where I assume this story will probably come to a head. And again, my assumption, as I talked about last week, my assumption is that Netflix is going to put his feet to the fire. They will send Nick and Vanessa Lachey out onto the stage, and essentially they will play kind of the moral superiority card and look down their noses at him and say, how could you do this? When the truth is, the producers allowed it all to happen, the lies, I mean, and the way they're editing the show. They're the ones who are really in control of the narrative of why he might have kept this a secret. If he even did keep it a secret, we don't really know. I mean, he clearly kept it a secret from Ashley. She had no idea. But did he keep it a secret from the producers? And if so, how is that possible that these producers can make this show and not at least know this kind of fundamental information about the state of Tyler Francis's life, how many kids he has, when he's entering into at least what they purport to be a scenario that is designed, an experiment that is designed to help people find their soulmates. I do think Tyler obviously bears a lot of the responsibility here, but I personally think the producers do too for putting Ashley in this situation and now dragging Bri Thomas and her children into it as well. The fact that Bri feels compelled to even make these posts, that there's even an other side to the story that she feels she has to defend, I think to some degree that falls on the producers as well. But this is where the story stands now. Tonight at midnight, we are going to see the next 2 episodes drop of Love is Blind Season 7 USA. I'm going to be covering them in our Patreon. Please join me there at patreon.com/Game of Roses, and we'll be covering every element of the story as it breaks. Thanks for joining me.